Welcome to Top of the Hill Fitness. We've got a special workout for you today featuring Shane and his mom Barb and their beautifully coordinated moves in a gentle and fun, continuous 20 minutes. They're working out with Fabulous Fabric Art by Faye Disbrow, and stick around for an interview with Faye after the workout and after Shane gets it together. So this is a beginner cardio workout. It'll last for 20 minutes. We're just going to move continuously through 30 exercises, lasting for 40 seconds each. No transition times, just flow from one to the other. We're going to start with butt kicks. So we're walking or marching in this and trying to raise your heel towards your butt and get as close as you can to giving it a little kick on each step. Just keep it up continuous. Arms bent at 90 degrees in a nice running form. Next up is a standing toe touch. So from standing, we're going to touch opposite hand to foot. Take your time as you need to get your balance in each step and raising up your leg as high as is comfortable, and a little reach over to touch your hand to your toe, or as close to your toe as you can get. Continuous action is the goal for this workout. Arm circles next. So from standing again, we're going to do arm circles backwards. So a nice big circle for the biggest effort. It's a little easier if you make a smaller circle. Try with palms up towards the ceiling. And try to get a lot of rotation through the shoulder, opening up wide. Just 10 seconds to go. We're going to do a box jump next. So we're just going to get rid of anything to trip on here. Clear the way for the box jump. So it's just a jump forward, a jump to the side, jump backwards, and a jump to the other side to make a box formation. Just keep it going continuous. You don't have to go as fast as Barb. And take your time so you don't lose your balance. If you want to, you can try a step out. So a step forward, step to the side, step back, and step to the other side. Or you can alternate between jumping and stepping. Hip openers next. Great jumping. So from standing, bring the bent knee up and out, and then you bring it back to the front. So lifting it up, rotating out, and then coming back to the front. And we're going to alternate legs with this. Always challenging for balance when you're doing things on one leg. So stand near the wall if you need to keep that balance. Let's get into a seal clap. So arms are coming straight out to the sides, big wide arms, and then clapping in the center. And if you can keep your feet moving, even better. So a little bit of a step or march while you're doing this keeps things going. We're going to jump again in the next one. It's going to be a side-to-side jump. So you're jumping on 2 feet to the side and then back to the other side. As fast or slow as you want. Take your time to stick the landing between each jump though. This is great. well coordinated on the side-to-side jump. If you want to, you can do this as a step too. Step to the side. We're going to do a step jack next. So step jack is a step out to the side and arms come up over your head, and then step out to the side with the other leg. And looks like Shane and Barb have it coordinated on this one. Almost like a dance move. Uh-oh. And it's falling apart a little bit now. Just keep stepping out to the side, arms above. Continuous motion is our goal. Boxer shuffle is next. So this is just a gentle bouncing motion. Might have seen a boxer doing it. A little bit of side-to-side action. You just want to get up off the ground, shake things out a little bit. You can get some arm circles going into this too. You can make this as dancey or not dancey as you want. Make it your own. We're going to do a mountain pose with a side sway next. So from standing, come arms right up into mountain pose, and we're going to lean to one side, come back to the middle, and lean to the other side. Get a little bit of a side stretch in there, and a little bit of recovery from all those jumps in the boxer shuffle. So get a nice stretch way up, full body stretch on the mountain pose, and then sway to one side and the other side. We're going to do forward lunges next. So just make sure you have enough space to go forward and lower down. So you're just taking a big step forward, bending your knee, lowering down, and coming straight back up and stepping back. Think about using opposite arm to leg when you're doing lunges. It's great. Calf raises are next. So using a wall for balance, calf raises with feet pointed straight forward first. Just a raise up and take a moment to pause at the top of the raise. And now we're going to try it with the feet pointed outwards. And feet pointed way inwards. So this just works all different aspects of your calf muscles. Rocket squats next. This is a fun squat. We're going to go down, 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 and shoot up for takeoff. So it's like a bit of a pulse to go down, and you can add a jump to the squat if you're feeling energetic, or just a good raise up with the arms up. So take 3 beats to get down into your squat and then raising up. All right, now let's try the lunges backwards. So now it's a step to the back, lower down, bent knee, and come straight back up and stepping your foot back to the starting point. And alternating side to side. I'm going to try a triangle press next for something different. Okay, so point the right foot out to the side and the left foot is straight forward. You're going to hinge from the hip with the right arm coming down towards your right shin, and then using your abs to press and raise yourself back up. And then you're going to rotate the feet so that you can do it on the left side. Nice. Try to think about hinging from the hips when you're doing this and pressing up. And good mornings are next. So from standing, feet shoulder distance apart, arms, hands up behind your head, and you're going to lower down so that your back is parallel to the ground, and using your glute muscles and hamstrings to raise yourself back up again. Keep a slight bend in your knee too when you're doing this. Sumo squats are next. So feet are really far apart for sumo squats and your toes are pointing outwards. And lowering down into a squat as low as is comfortable. Trying to think about keeping your knees tracking open. And you're pressing up, really using your legs and your glutes to press up and then lower down again. I'm going to do a jog in place next. So just an easy jog. This could be a march too if you're feeling like you'd prefer to slow things down a little bit, but let's keep the arms moving as well. So some arm sweeps or arm circles, continuous action. And we're more than halfway done this workout. Keep this going for 10 more seconds. We're going to try a lat pull down next. Okay, feet firmly planted, arms up over your head, and pulling down so that you're feeling your scapula pulling together. So you're pressing down. You should feel this through your shoulders and your upper back. We'll do a side lunge with a push next. So lunging off to one side, bent knee, lowering down, and pushing out with your hands when you're lowered down. Give it a push, and then come back to your starting position. And we're alternating side to side. Marching with a bent arm opener next. So a nice high knee march. Think about getting your knees up as high as you can and keeping your elbows, your arms bent at the elbow 90 degrees and opening them up and out and back in again as you're marching along. Going to do a side-to-side hop next. So this will be great to get some side-to-side action in here. Do this as slow as you need to. You're just going to the side. It's like a little skip hop in the middle. So faster than stepping, getting yourself a little bit off the ground if you can. just 10 seconds to go. And we're going to slow it down with the sunflower next. So from standing, arms way up and rounded over your head like a big sunflower, leaning off to one side, rotating around the front and coming up the other side. And then you change direction, down the other way, up the other side to the big sunflower. So find a wall for wall sits, which are coming up next. So we're going to do 2 sets of 15 seconds for the wall sits. And these will be loosely timed. Just get into position, using those strong quads to hold you in place. And coming out, taking a wee break, and come on back to the wall. And finish off this interval. This one's great for your quads. Well done. You're going to do a mountain pose, diver down. And some rolling up and stepping. A whole bunch of stuff in this next one. So come on up to mountain pose, arms up, diving down towards the ground. Forward fold, and taking 4 steps to shake it out while you're in that forward fold. Rolling up all the way to mountain pose and diving down. We're doing it all over again. 4 steps backwards. And rolling up. And we're going to try windshield wiper next. Okay, and we're on to windshield wiper. So you're from standing, hold on to the wall if you need to. Took Shane a moment to figure out the windshield wiper, but I think Barb got it quicker. So it's a continuous action with the leg in a bent 90 degrees at the knee, and you're using it like a windshield wiper. That's right. And we'll transition to the other leg now. Great for hip mobility. We're on to arm circles next. And arms up, and we're going to do arm circles forwards this time. So big circles, palms up towards the ceiling. This is part of our preparation for the everything. So the first part of the everything is arm circles. So you've got that down now. The next part of the everything is a punch left and a punch right. So let's keep that going continuously for 40 seconds, just 30 more actually. A nice punch left, right. Bend your knees, get in a good stance, great balance, give it a good hard punch. And we'll do the last part of the everything next. It's a squat with a kick. So a nice wide squat and a kick with the right, and a squat, and a kick with the left. So take your time to get this right and get your balance. And give it a nice kick. So we've got 3 parts to the everything. So we're going to put it all together in the next interval. 2 arm circles, a punch on each side, and a squat, kick, a squat, kick. And then we repeat it all for 40 seconds. All right, and we're on to the everything. This is the last move. 2 arm circles, punch on each side, squat, kick, and And do it again. Arm circle, punch, punch, squat, kick, squat, kick. Off you go. Keep it going for 20 more seconds. It's always fun to shake it up, get the whole body going. This does not have to be perfect. We're just looking to move all parts of the body, keep things going. 5 more seconds. And they did it. Shane and Barb got the workout done. Thanks for working out with us. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we all did. And here's Faye to talk about her art.
The variety of materials I use don't have a particular story necessarily. I'm a bit of a collector, not a hoarder, but a collector of certain textiles that I'm just attracted to. So I don't like to say fabric per se, because I think that limits it into a garment range. And I'm interested in a variety of textiles, everything from Tyvek, which is more institutional, to white collar, Oxford cottons, velvets that are more for upholstery design, are really interesting to me. And of course, there's beautiful, thick linens too, natural fibers that I'm also attracted to.
Catalogue of Stitches. I came to the title of my show by way of reading Garments Against Women by Anne Boyer. In one of her poems, she imagines one of her handmade garments being inspected in a thrift shop by some future shopper. She imagines that shopper thinking, this was not an attentive sewist, as she inspects the garment. She articulates how I've always felt about my sewing. I'm not precise. I enjoy shortcuts and crude assemblies that present as acceptable. After describing my approach to sewing, I acknowledge and almost revel in the fact that I am not an attentive sewist. Entitling my exhibition, Catalogue of Stitches, I'm doing it rather tongue-in-cheek. It's almost a bit of self-mockery.
Thanks, Faye. Thanks, Barb. And thanks, Shane, for the great workout. Please subscribe if you haven't already, so we can keep bringing you lots of different workouts and great art. And feel free to send this workout to anyone you think might enjoy a beginner workout. Maybe your parents would like it, or your neighbors, and tell us what you like about it in the comments. We'll see you next time at Top of the Hill Fitness.